Good morning, all of you. How are you? Is it audible?
Yes, ma'am. Fine, ma'am.
So, in the previous class, I have given an assignment, right? How many of you submitted? Can you please raise your hand?
Ma'am, could you please?
In the previous class, I have given assignment, Nama.
Yes, ma'am. Done.
How many of you submitted? Please raise your hand. So, Kumar, what happened to other people? It's very simple assignment, right? Very simple assignment. It is for practice only. Okay. Instead of that, if I cover some concept, my syllabus will be completed. But I want to dedicate one class because that if you are getting any doubts, I can clear it. Okay. But whenever we give some assignments like this, please try to submit. No, don't take it light. That's what I want. Thank you, all of you who have submitted. So now you got idea, right? How to add the noise. Okay, and how the histogram will be modified, and based on histogram of the images, how we can analyze the image and which noise has been added, that also we can analyze it. I think I have covered up to here, right? Histogram surgery and the small strips. And today we will learn restoration. So that's what our module is about. Okay, and the restoration in the presence of noise in the spatial filtering. So when the degradation present in an image is only noise, so there is no other degradation, and the degradation we know is a noise. Okay, so G is the degraded one, F is the original data, and N is the noise. Okay, and it's same we can take it in the frequency domain also. The equation will be there. Capital G is F plus capital. And how we can eliminate the noise, okay, by using arithmetic mean filter. I think I have covered, I think, this and all. I have covered it, right? I think in mean filters we have seen some 3 to 4 variations, right? arithmetic mean filter, then geometric mean filter, then harmonic mean filter, and this is the contra harmonic mean filter where the equation is like this and where here is the order of the filter. And these are the images after applying the arithmetic mean filter and geometric mean filter. So if we take this is the X-ray image, A is the X-ray image, and B that is the image which has been corrupted by adding the Gaussian noise, and it is the result of filtering of arithmetic mean filter with the size 3/3, and this is the result of applying geometric mean filter of the same size, that is 3/3. And this is the image that has been corrupted with salt and pepper noise. No salt noise, only pepper noise. And the probability is given as 0.5. And here only pepper noise has been added. And this is the corrupted image. And image corrupted by salt noise with the same probability. And this is the salt noise where probability is 0.1. And result of filtering this image with the 3/3 contra harmonic filter of order 1.5, and result of filtering B with the order Q equal to -1.5, and this is with the positive order and that is negative. And if we are changing the Q signs, okay, result of selecting the wrong sign in contra harmonic filtering. So result of filtering figure 5.8 with contra harmonic filter with window size 3/3 and order -1.5. And result of filtering 5.8B with Q equal to 1. Okay. If the same result for this, if I'm selecting 1 -1.5, the result is this. And for this image, if I'm selecting the order as positive, the image will be. So the sign of the order also plays a major role in the getting the result. So that's what about mean filters now. So those are used for restoring in spatial filter. Similarly, we have median filters. Okay. So median filter, what we will do, we will replace the value of a pixel by the median of the gray levels in the neighborhood of the pixel. So f cap is nothing but median of g of s comma t for this particular region. Okay, s x y. So this s x y what it is, s t what it is. So that and all we have discussed in the previous classes. And this is the image which is corrupted by salt and pepper noise with the probability 0.1. And this is the result of the median filter with the size 3/3. And again, if we are passing the same filter, again, if we are processing this image with the median filter of size 3/3. So this is the result. And if we are processing this image with median filter of size 3/3, so this is the image. And then we have max and min filters. So we will use the 100% results in the max filter. So what we will do in the particular region SXY, what we will do, we will replace each pixel with maximum value. So that is max of G of X2. And this is the mean filter is the 0th percentile filter. So here we will consider the minimum value in that region and we will replace it. And this is the result of filtering figure 5.8, that is the pepper noise image with max filter of size 3/3. And this is the result with minimum filter of 3/3. So we are able to eliminate the noise. Then we have midpoint filter. So midpoint filter simply computes the midpoint between the maximum and minimum values in the area that is compassed in the filter. So we will take the maximum value and minimum value and we will compute the average of that, and that we will be considering for the filter. So that is midpoint filter. Then we have alpha trim filter. Suppose if we are deleting some d/2 lowest and d/2 highest gray level values of GST in the neighborhood SXY. So then now we have GRST, which is representing the remainder Mn minus D, because d/2 we have eliminated, d/2 we have eliminated, so total D values. and total number of pixels in the image, it is mn, and if we are eliminating this d, that is mn minus d. Okay, so this is nothing but our GR. And a filter formed by averaging these remaining pixels is called an alpha trim mean filter. So this is similar to that previous filters only. So here we need to take average only for these pixels only, because we are processing only that pixels. Okay, only mn minus t pixels we are processing. So 1 by mn minus t, and we have to take average only the pixels in that particular range. Where the value of d, it can range from 0 to mn minus 1. And when d equal to 0, the alpha trimmed filter, it will be becoming arithmetic mean filter itself. And if you are choosing d equal to mn minus 1, the filter will become median filter. So, and this is the image which is corrupted by additive uniform noise. And this is the image additionally corrupted by additive salt and pepper noise. And this is the image which is filtered with 5 by 5. Okay, this is the image that we have filtered with 5 by 5 window. And this is the wait. So this is added with additive uniform noise, and this is the image that has been added with salt and pepper noise. And C is the arithmetic mean filter. D the with the geometric mean filter of size 5 by 5, and this is the median filter processed image with the size 5 by 5. And this is the alpha trimmed mean filter with D equal to 5. Okay, so this is the uniform noise, and for the uniform noise we have added salt and pepper noise, and this is particular image we are processing with some 4 filters. This is with arithmetic mean filter, this is with geometric mean filter, and this is median filter, and this alpha trim mean filter. Now you know how to add the noise. Okay. Given an image, how to add the noise, everyone know? How to add noise to the image? Yes sir, no more?
Yes, ma'am.
You know how to add the noise now? Correct. Now we know how to apply the filter. Okay, because filter, it is nothing but a equation. Okay, so you can write the equation and you can have the filter. Any filter, whether it can be mean filter, whether it can be median filter. Okay, filter equation you can write and you can model the filter. Now what you have to do is that you need to apply this filter. Filter on noise image. How to add? We know how to process it. Given the noise image, and this is the filter that I have. Okay, if it is 3 by 3 or 5 by 5, it can be either mean filter, either it can be geometric mean filter, either it can be contra harmonic, either it can be median filter. So any filter I have to process with this particular image. Okay. So what I have to do, I have to apply this filter to it. Initially, the center pixel of this has to be co-aligned with this, because if I want to apply filter for this particular pixel, what I have to do, I have to superimpose the filter here. Okay. Then I can just multiply it, and that will be the result in the processed image, 1 pixel. Because here there are no pixels for the original image, that is the noisy image, we can add zeros. Initially, we can perform some zero padding here, such that we will get proper results. And for the spatial filtering itself, we have adaptive filters. So we can have the two simple adaptive filters. Those behavior changes based on the statistical characteristics of the image inside the filter region. Okay, in the filter region, which is M by N, and the rectangular window SX1. We can have adaptive local noise reduction filter. So the response of the filter at any point XY, okay, on which the region is being centered, it will be based on four quantities. First one is GXY, that is the value of noisy image. Then sigma n square, that is the variance of the noise corrupting FXY to form GXY. And then ML, so that is the local mean of the pixels in SX1. And sigma L square, that is the local variance of the pixels in SX1. So this is only for the region. ML and sigma L square is for the region that are being selected. So now we want the behavior of the filter has to be in this manner. If the sigma n square is 0, sigma n square is nothing but the variance of G. The filter should simply return the value of G. So this is trivial. So because there is zero noise case in which Gx comma y will be equal to f of x comma y. When sigma n square will become 0, when there is no noise present. Then if the local variance is high relative to sigma n square, the filter should return a value which is close to G. So if there is a high local variance which is associated with the edges, and they have to be preserved. So if we are getting high local variance, then we need to preserve the edges. If the two variances are equal, then the filter has to be written the arithmetic mean value of the pixels in the region SXY, and this condition will occur when the local area has the same properties as the overall image, and the local noise has to be reduced simply by if they both are same, both the variances are equal, then whatever the region that we are selecting for reducing the noise and overall image, both the properties will be similar or same. So this is the adaptive expression for obtaining the noiseless image, that is the restored image F cap, based on the assumptions that we have taken earlier. So F cap is equal to G minus sigma n square by sigma L square, G minus M. So G is the noisy image, sigma n square is the variance of the noisy image, sigma L square is the variance of the neighborhood that we have selected or the region we have selected, and G is the noisy image again. ML is the mean of the region that we have selected. So all the values are available. If we are substituting, we will get the restored image value. So this is the adaptive filter. So this is the image that has been corrupted by additive Gaussian noise of 0 mean and variance 1000. Okay. So this is with Gaussian noise, because for Gaussian noise we need to pass two parameters. One is mean and variance. So when the mean is 0 and variance is 1000, so this is the image, and this is the result of arithmetic mean filtering, and this is the result of geometric mean filtering, and this is the result of adaptive noise reduction filtering, and the filter size is considered is 7 by 7. So if the window sizes are increasing, okay, why we are selecting this 3 by 3, 5 by 5, 7 by 7, some 9 by 9 like that. Okay, why we have to select window sizes like this? Why can't it be, why can't we stick only for 3 by 3 window size? Why can't it be 5 by 5 or 7 by 7? So if you take the image with the 3 by 3 filter, that is for each pixel we are applying 3 by 3 data. So here computational complexity will be high. Okay. But the same number of pixels it has to process, same number of times the filter, that multiplication will be happening. Okay, if it is 5 by 5 also, the window size will be high. If it is 7 by 7, window size is high. 9 by 9, window size is high. That means the number of pixels the filter has to process will become higher. Okay, the neighborhood pixels it is considering will be higher. So what is the advantage and disadvantage? You think of it. Okay. And one more thing is that why we have to take only the odd sizes? Why can't it be 2 by 2, 4 by 4, 6 by 6, 8 by 8? Why can't we choose the window size as even? Why have to choose it as odd? And what is the advantage or disadvantage? Why we have to select, why can't we stick to 3 by 3 or 9 by 9? Okay, what is the advantage if I'm choosing the filter sizes low? And what is the disadvantage related to 8? If I'm choosing the window sizes higher, what is the advantage or disadvantage? Okay, how the computation complexity will be and how the processed image will be. Okay, how the FCAP will be here and how the FCAP will be here. Whether it with the better quality will be better compared to this, or this quality will be better compared to this. You have to verify. Okay. So you know how to perform everything, so you can do that. So how to perform the adaptive mean filtering? Let us consider the Z min value, that is the minimum gray level value. Z max is maximum gray level value is XY. So this is the region based. So Z mid, J mid is median of gray level values in SXY. ZXY is gray level at coordinates XY, and X max. This is the maximum allowed size for SX. So now compute A1 and A2. So here we have to process in two levels the noisy image in level A. First we will compute two values. So that is the median minus Z mean and median value minus Z max. So this is for the region only. It's not for the whole image. And if A1 is greater than 0 and A2 is less than 0, we will go to level B. Else we will increase the window size. If window size is less than or equal to S max, then repeat level A. Else output J for the particular pixel. And in level B, what we will do, we will process, we will calculate two values, that is B1 and the B2. We have the gray level value ZXY minus Z min. So Z min is the value, minimum value from SXY. ZXY is the pixel that is at that particular location in the noisy image, and Z max is the maximum value in the region. And if B1 is greater than 0 and B2 is less than 0, we will output ZXY, else we will output Z. So given the region, we can calculate Z min, Z max, Z max, ZXY, S max. All we can calculate, we can verify, and then we can get the restored image. So this is the image that has been corrected with the salt and pepper noise with the probability 0.25. You can see that if the probability is increasing, so the noise also will be increased. So the result of filtering with 7 by 7 median filter, and this is the result with adaptive median filtering with S max equal to 7. Whether are you able to see any difference? This is with median filtering and this is adaptive median. So you can see these parts. So this is looking better, but here still there is some noise. And this part also you can see. And here also. You can see the difference. So adaptive median filtering is performing better because based on the regions, we are changing the values. Based on for that particular region only, we are trying to adapt it. So that's the advantage of adaptive filters. And then that is about the restoration in spatial filtering when only noise is present. Now we are learning the periodic noise reduction by frequency domain filtering. So we know what is periodic noise, okay, and we know what is frequency domain, and we know what is filtering. So we will be using these filters for reducing the periodic noise in frequency domain filter. We already discussed what is band reject, band pass. Notch filter I will discuss now in detail. So this is the image that has been corrupted with sinusoidal noise. We have discussed that sinusoidal noise is the periodic noise. So this is the Fourier spectrum of this image, and this is the Butterworth the band reject filter, and this is the result of filter. Okay, on this image, on the Fourier spectrum, if I'm applying the Butterworth band reject filter, so this is the process image that I'm getting, where the periodic noise has been reduced or eliminated. And this is the noise pattern of the image in figure 5.16a. So this is the 5.16a, which has been obtained by band pass filter. Okay. So we know, because we know what is band pass and band reject, we can directly apply on that to get the result. Then coming to the notch filters. So the transfer function of ideal notch reject filter of radius D naught with the centers U naught, V naught, and by symmetry also we can consider minus U naught and V naught. Then the filter will be H of U comma V, which is 0 if D of U comma V is less than or equal to D naught, or D2 of U comma V is less than or equal to D naught. D1 of U comma V and D2 of U comma V, they have to be less than or equal to D naught. Otherwise, we will be considering HS1, where D1 of U comma V is U minus M by 2, because we know what is M by M. So this is the standard way we will be going. So M is and N is the size of the image, M by N. Okay, and U comma V is at that particular locations, pixel locations, and U naught, V naught, we are considering as centers. We have the values. So D1 of U comma V is square root of U minus M by 2 minus U naught square plus V minus M by 2 minus V naught square. Now we have the values. If I'm taking from U naught, V naught as 2 comma 2, and if I want to observe D1 of 1 comma 1, okay, then I can simply take U minus is M by 2, right? If I'm considering the values as 4 by 4, so then it is 2, M by 2 becomes 2, this is M and this is N, and this is U naught and this is V naught, okay, and minus U naught is 2, correct? So here also we will get the same values, 1 minus 2 minus 2. So this value will become minus 3, so it is 9, and this value will become minus 3 whole square, it is 9. So square root of 18. So D1 is square root of 18. So the value will become 3 square root. So some 1.4 for something, it will come 3 point something. So D2 also, it will okay. So this is how we can calculate, and we can just verify whether it is in the range of. Then if you see the transfer function of Butterworth notch reject filter of order n, so it will be 1 by 1 plus D naught square by D1 of U comma V into D2 of U comma V power n. And if it is Gaussian notch reject filter, it will be in the form 1 minus e power minus half into D1 of U comma V, D2 of U comma V by D naught square. So that's what about notch filters. So we have seen the result also for band reject and band pass. So it was good. And we need to think whether we need to apply band pass or band reject. And then coming to the optimum notch filtering. So the Fourier transform of interference noise pattern, it is given by n of u comma v is h of u comma v into g of u comma v. Okay. So n is nothing but the filter multiplied with the process time. So the corresponding pattern in the spatial domain will be obtained with n of x comma y is inverse Fourier transform of this h and g. We will get the inverse Fourier transform of the matrix. Now this f cap we can obtain as the g. So g value we know g minus w into eta into x. So the local variance of f cap at coordinates xy, it can be estimated from the samples like this. That is sigma square is 1 by 2a plus 1 2b plus 1. So this window we need to specify. And we have all the values. And where f of f cap is the average value of f cap in the neighborhood. Okay. So this f cap is the average value. So here you can say there is a bar. And then sigma square can be, if we are substituting all the values. So I think this I can discuss in the next class because this I will discuss in the next class, no? Because still how much time is left, ma? Do you have any doubts? Whatever we have discussed till now.
Can you please share the PPT?
Which PPT? No?
Which one?
Right. So still some we have to discuss here. Okay, some two filters. One is the so still that also I have included because only 10 slides was there. But I thought I will discuss in the next class. Otherwise we will forget it. After the geometric transformation, so that we will be completing in the next. So because this filter is important and if this inverse filtering anyway you will get it by looking into it. So if it because we are discussing about filters only, I thought these are some important filters we can discuss in the but still I think some 10 slides have not been discussed. So don't worry, I will discuss in the next class. Sure. In the geometric transformations is missing, so that I will add once we complete that. So you can practice now. So you can take a small image of size 5 by 5. Okay, 5 by 5 as an example, and then you can do hand-in operation or hand-in procedure itself. You can just verify by taking average filter and geometric mean filter or some median filter. You can just apply and verify whether the noise is being reduced or not. Or adaptive mean filter itself, you can adaptive filters itself, you can just because we can't process some 256 by 256, it will take time. So instead of that, some 5 by 5 image, 7 by 6 images, you can try to understand it better now if we are analyzing that. You can follow Rafael Gonzalez textbook only. No? This is taking this much time. It's not happening. Please answer your attendance, ma. Pravalika,
Present, ma'am.
Jignesh Chaudhary,
Present, ma'am.
Dishant,
Present, ma'am.
Ayush, Malai Rai,
Present, ma'am.
Aryan Narendra,
Present, ma'am.
Anubhav Mishra,
Yes, ma'am.
Lokesh,
Present, ma'am.
Rajesh, Shivamanikam,
Yes, ma'am.
Akash,
Yes, ma'am.
Harsh,
Present, ma'am.
Sai Seren,
Present, ma'am.
Anirudh,
Present, ma'am.
Alishma, Lakshman,
Yes, ma'am.
Dinesh,
Present, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Somesh,
Present, ma'am.
Sai Nitin,
Present, ma'am.
Roshan,
Present, ma'am.
Revant,
Present, ma'am.
Sai Raghavendra,
Present, ma'am.
Mohit,
Present, ma'am.
Abhinav,
Present, ma'am.
Kevin,
Ma'am, you mentioned in the chat. We know Kevin mentioned in
Gautam,
Present, ma'am.
Kunal,
Present, ma'am.
Seth,
Present, ma'am.
Abhishek,
Present, ma'am.
Manav,
Present, ma'am.
Anjali,
Present, ma'am.
Rajiv,
Present, ma'am.
Siddharth,
Present, ma'am.
Tanishq, Vaibhav, Jebin,
Present, ma'am.
Sai Pritam,
Present, ma'am.
Varun,
Present, ma'am.
Karthik,
Present, ma'am.
Chandru,
Present, ma'am.
Kishore,
Present, ma'am.
Mayank,
Present, ma'am.
Pushkar Nath,
Present, ma'am.
Vithi Verma,
Present, ma'am.
Dinesh,
Present, ma'am.
Abu Kalam,
Present, ma'am.
Anmol,
Present, ma'am.
Charu Anant,
Present, ma'am.
Karthik,
Present, ma'am.
Sanjay,
Present, ma'am.
Navaratna,
Present, ma'am.
Anupama,
Present, ma'am.
Balaji,
Present, ma'am.
Isha Gupta,
Present, ma'am.
Riya, Deshwan,
Present, ma'am.
Mithun,
Present, ma'am.
Abhishek.
Present, ma'am.
See the absentee mark. Ayush, Anubhav Mishra, Durgi Rajesh, Tanish Gupta, Vaibhav Agarwal, Priya, then Priyadarshini Pradeep.
Ma'am, Priya
Ma'am,
present.
Priyadarshini
Pradeep is present, ma'am. I couldn't hear you at all.
Okay, ma'am. Priya,
Yes, ma'am, present. Ma'am.
Malishma also present. Only 4 absentees, no? 5 absentees. Ayush, Anubhav, Rajesh, then Tanish and Vaibhav. Okay. So today what we discussed is that we have seen for a restoration and spatial filtering, only noise is present, some different types of filters. So in that mean filters we have seen, maximum and mean filter we have seen, maximum and mean. Then midpoint filter we have seen. Then we have moved to adaptive filters. In adaptive filters, how we are trying to process the image, that also we have considered in detail. Okay, that is the part. And then how to reduce the periodic noise in frequency domain filter. So in spatial domain filters, these are the filters: mean, median, max, min. So what are the filters we have discussed? And in frequency domain, the filters that we have discussed are band reject, band pass, notch, and optimum notch filtering I will discuss in the next class. Okay, do you have any doubts on this?